Mo just bodied all of them like with Leo, like Leon style. Just like started roasting everyone there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like we just came in there, just started ruining their vibe. Like I ruined their VC
Bitch
vibe
don't kill
and
my
shit.
vibe.
So
Bitch don't
funny.
kill my vibe.
So,
Hey, by the way, we live.
I
So if y'all don't want to say something too
so
crazy,
I see
Yeah.
this beef.
Yeah,
But let's talk about the real beef. What's with you and Jack?
oh, him and Jack is the funniest thing of the fucking year.
Like, y'all niggas
What?
be ass.
Dude, oh my
Oh,
god, Jack is like one of the
not Jack.
Jack is like the second worst debug I've ever heard. It's
Oh,
like second
Jack
worst.
gonna clap both of y'all, you
the
and
only
CP9. He
second
really wants CP9 head.
Clap
What?
can
Oh no! Shut
Jack
up!
ain't
fucking
clapping
Jack
me.
can't
That's
clap
God.
shit.
Shut up! I would love this, and I won't even have to try. Like
I don't
Y'all
know
talking
why.
a lot of shit while Jack not here though.
It's live.
I was
Bruh,
back
if
up.
Jack-
Oh,
It's
God.
literally
I'll
live,
back it
dude.
up.
It's literally live.
I'm supposed to say we live. Fuck that. Oh
Hold on, let me
shit,
ping
bro.
this nigga.
Bro, he'll see it, bro. He'll see
Bro,
it.
I was clapping so many fodder ass Deku fans, bro. It was ridiculous, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, that episode.
I was just clapping so many people.
Like
bro.
that just gave the Deku fans an extra battery, an extra.
Yeah,
extra
it did,
push.
because they finally started trend. They finally trended for once this
As soon as
season.
they seen 100% Deku, even though I already been new, I've been read the manga, so I already knew about it. They was like, oh shit, Deku, that's strong. Let me go gas him
Nigga.
up right now on the timeline.
Oh my
when-
god.
Bro,
Just
I saw a
ridiculous.
nigga.
You know what?
I saw
I'll
a
debate
nigga.
Jack
I'm
in this
pretty sure.
tournament. I'll just debate Jack in this
It's
tournament.
mainly
Fuck
anime
it.
onlys though, so it's like
Oh, I love white women too.
some people don't.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh,
Exactly. What's wrong with white women?
Nothing
Oh
wrong
yes.
with it.
Oh,
I
yes.
love white women.
Screw you love all. Sage, you love all women.
Yeah, I love all women, but especially
do
white
too.
women.
I do too.
I can't
man,
like
I'll hold you.
I can't like tweets. Fuck.
You can't
I
even
know,
like tweets.
bro. I
What's
know
up,
that
Escanor?
feeling.
Shit, I would.
And when you like tweets, you stop the timer too.
No,
Oh, yeah, that's so.
it stops the timer. I'm like, fuck.
And then you got continue. You just press continue. It's fine, but it's like, you know, it takes some extra time off.
That's crazy. It do all that.
Like let's say you locked or suspended or whatever, and you try liking a tweet on that same account. It's gonna bring up the little prompt again, saying how many hours you have left, blah blah blah.
How many days, hours?
So so you can't retweet. Sometimes they won't let you talk in their DMs either with that account. So it's like,
Damn,
it was a struggle, bro. Especially for a week. I can understand like a day, but a week over saying the N-word?
Nigga, please.
I just call people retarded. Honestly, I call a bunch of people retarded.
So yeah, man, I picked up my Noel volume today.
Yeah, I seen the tweet.
That shit was amazing, bro. I went the first day it came out, but they didn't even have it up there. So
But
I got that shit on mine.
Mm-hmm.
I should have just did that.
But I'm not gonna lie. That new Black Clover volume that just came out might be one of my favorites because it's nothing but action.
23.
19. I was reading it all day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
It's
Japanese
got the
voice.
Noel, Jack, and Yami fight all in one. It's so dope.
It's great
Nah,
action.
but that shit ain't Gauch fight though. That shit.
You like Gauch
is
fight?
the next one.
Shit's good. That Gauch fight is good.
You talking about Gauch, Elf Gauch, right?
Oh gosh, that's just good. Besides anime.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, even in the manga, I remember reading the Gauch fight weekly, and I really was just like, "Can we please get past this shit?" I really didn't like that fight, bro.
I like
What's
that.
your favorite
I can
volume
see why.
right now that's out, Josuke, that you got?
My favorite one I got probably 17 with Raya, Sister Lily, Asta.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit go hard.
That's a good
Yeah.
That
volume.
shit was dope. I got that one too.
Wait, is that the one with Raya with the half and half?
Yeah.
That go hard.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite volume.
Damn, Tabata be snapping with them covers.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like that's why
I
I ordered
love
the Japanese one. It should get here. It should
I love
get
the
here on the
podcast.
Hey,
20th.
that
Pocky
new
was
cover
hard.
with time skip Asta is gonna be so live. Oh my god, I can't
Bro,
wait.
I need that type of cover.
Bro, I just
Or-
want.
or
They just
if
need to do.
bro,
They
if
just
he
need to
gives
do
me a
like an
Zeno
Asta
cover, bro.
grimoire. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be everybody's happy,
Bro, if this
I
nigga
already
gives me a
know.
Zeno cover, bro, my life would be complete.
Oh, shut the fuck up, bro.
They gave
no, I need
they
that.
gave us Asta Grimoire one. It's 23.
You know he'll make that bitch hard. Come on, Josuke.
Is it? It's just like Asta's grimoire, just his pure grimoire.
It is. It's his Grimoire. Volume 23 is his Grimoire.
I gotta go see
need it,
that,
bro. I need to try it.
Bro, for real.
I would have
For
been
real,
ordered that
Sosa?
if I knew that.
It's Asta's Grimoire.
Volume 23.
That's literally it. It's gonna be his grandma. That's
You
it.
said volume 23?
Yeah, Volume 23.
Wait, isn't it in the back though? Isn't it gonna be in the
It's
background?
Yeah, it's the back. The back is his volume, like his Grimoire.
Yeah, the back of the volume. Okay.
But Sekiri's in the middle of it. I don't like that.
Every grimoire.
I like
every,
Sekiro games.
Gosh,
every
Sekiro
volume
fucking
is a
hates.
grimoire.
No,
Sekiro
Sekiri's
hits,
good
bro.
there, but I'm saying I want like a pure, like, you know how Asta Grimoire looks in the show where it just got the 5 leaf and it looks all dirty and shit? I want just like a pure manga cover just like that.
I ain't gonna lie,
Or you
bruh.
can do
That-
Yuno's Grimoire, either one. I'll be happy.
You know.
That needs to be like some special though, like end of the series. Like that needs to be something special.
Bruh, I ain't
see.
gonna lie.
What else
bruh.
covers are dope?
I can't wait for
yeah,
you
the
to
Gauche,
get clapped.
the Gauche cover actually is pretty dope with Dorothy back there and shit.
Oh, the Mirio cover. The Mirio cover is
dog.
so live.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
the Mirio
bro.
cover is pretty dope. The
Mirio
Julius
cover
cover
is
is
so
dope.
live.
Nero been hitting
You
for
know,
the last
Hold on, let me
couple.
just look up.
I like Volume 11. That one's pretty good.
It's like
Volume
Black
11. I
Every
think Henry's
single
probably the most boring one.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
I didn't
'Cause it's just
realize
Henry's right
every
there, you know?
Black Bull, I didn't realize every Black Bull was in that cover until I looked at it closely.
What volume you say
everybody
you
was
like?
in there.
Sosa 11?
That's a good one. I think
Yeah,
my
with the
favorite's
one
probably,
with the one
like-
with Witch Queen and Mars and Ladros.
that
that's
shit
not my
go
favorite. I think-
hard.
I
That's
think
number
my favorite's
that's
fucking.
number 11.
I love the
23.
way he put Asta in that cover.
Yeah,
favorite.
before this Noel one came out and 17 came out, 11 was definitely my favorite.
Asta look freaking jacked. Look like a demon without the demon.
Oh yeah, and this new volume they show Tabata at the end of the manga, the volume. Tabata show his rough draft of Jack before he wrote Black Clover.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
amazing.
instead of his slices were on his arms, they was actually like on his hands hanging down. I can go get the volume and show y'all real quick on live, but
Bro,
I'm too lazy to get up.
Yeah.
That's dope.
which damn.
Bro, when
live.
is Phantom Knights gonna drop, bruh? When is
Bruh,
it like?
I'm
Phantom
waiting
Knights-
for it to go
Phantom Knights
live,
volume-
bro.
Tomorrow.
Phantom
want
Knights
that-
Volume
or later
1.
tonight.
I mean, you talking about Quartet? I mean, I meant to say
I'm
Quartet
talking about the
Knights.
mobile
I'm not Quartet Knights.
No, I'm talking about
I'm
Quartet
I'm
Knights
talking about
Volume. Have you seen
Come
the
on,
cover for that?
Yeah, I seen the covers. It's pretty good.
Yeah, bro, and they got it in English, but they don't got
The
volume
manga's
2 in
almost done.
English.
I need this.
The
movie
manga's
game to
almost
go
done.
live.
Ayo, Street. Real quick question. So the tournament's comp. Is it?
What? Composite.
Is it comp? Like, is it
Oh.
composite characters?
Oh no, we
Is-
not. If it's compiled, I'm not doing that.
But I don't know what composite mean. Or can you write?
Good.
it?
You don't
Composite is
need to know.
basically All right. So I'm assuming just canon only.
It gotta be, bro. Composite is such a.
Oh,
I
if,
hate.
if it was composite, bro, dude, everyone would be having Asta on their team. No cap.
I mean, everybody would. It's literally going to end in a tie. Ain't nobody losing with composite with composite characters.
Dude, no, with Asta's like Asta will ball every team easily. Like he's in Jump Force, and you would scale him to Goku, fucking Saint Seiya,
Only from
fucking
the-
Jotaro, and then those characters are multiversal, so you would scale Asta to those guys in Jump Force. Saying like if it's just canon, they don't ever do comp.
Yeah,
Comp is funny.
I mean, these
The
two, so
manga.
you could scale Deku the same way.
It could. That's why I'm saying like if you ever take comp Deku in a debate, don't ever take that. You'll
Only
guaranteed
manga.
lose.
I would never
from the
take comp.
manga.
Period.
No, only from manga.
Thank you. Who else is in here?
Like
I think.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Who else we waiting on?
Man.
Hey, what's that one cat that was talking all that shit, bro?
What's
Cat.
that?
That was me.
So
That
we
was
are
who?
the
That was me.
What's your Twitter name?
Sleeping, same as the username right here. Keeping on hockey.
No, that wasn't you who I was
Really?
debating earlier. No. Oh yeah. You. I was debating you too, but it was somebody else. Ace Phase, the boy who was agreeing with you earlier.
Oh, hold on. Let me check my Twitter. Let me check. Hold up.
Oh,
Yeah, CP9. Me and CP9. You actually missed it. You came pretty late. I was actually debating them guys earlier on that.
I don't fuck with
man.
those fucking Roll Knights guys. I don't fuck with them.
This is the first time hearing
I,
about
re-
that.
I really don't fuck with them. Like honestly, they're just fucking retarded. Honestly.
Oh, shit, bro.
It be like that.
I'll
Eli,
I'll
yeah.
fucking
First thing
I'll
you
run
did
up on
about
every
this,
fucking fan of
like,
like Royal Knights
game.
remembering that shit. I'll run up on them right now.
Run up on him and do what?
Damn, so
Talk
wants so
shit.
much
Let me
Bro.
smoke.
join you.
I'm
Let me
talking
join
about
you.
everyone.
Let me join you.
Oh, yo,
Let
Mo,
me join you.
Mo, you gotta be talking right now. Let's talk about that fucking moment we just run up in their server, bro. You gotta be talking right now, bro. Wow.
Let me join
Fuck
you.
you then,
All
Mo.
the smoke,
Fuck you then,
dog.
Mo.
I
Mo
need-
doing this to me right now because like he was the next person in that packing session. He was the next person.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Before I got banned, he was like
Oh
packing.
no, Sage.
Oh,
Bro, we
okay.
get-
Yo, Josuke, I found a dude.
What is his name, bro?
His name is Sammy.
Sammy?
Sammy.
Million?
Oh wow, this man actually stands the Diamond Kingdom. This man got the Diamond Kingdom by his name. Oh,
What is it? What's
Imagine standing the Diamond Kingdom.
He said,
Bruh.
it's
The
Sammy,
Diamond
it's Sammy
Kingdom.
Diamond.
Them niggas got clapped by
Bro,
Venom.
he's the
Imagine
only.
standing the kingdom.
Man, I can't hear
That
you.
nigga was bone
Man,
magic.
Yo, Sage, is that your mic, bro?
Sage.
shut up, Sage. Shut up, everybody. FaZe, what's this man's name on Twitter?
I'll tell you the at. His name is Semi Too True.
Sammy.
Semi SEMI, yeah. Too True.
S-E-M-I.
Yeah, SEMI, yeah.
Okay, I
and
got
then
it.
Too True, yeah.
I got his goofy
Fuck
ass.
Ayo, it's the nigga Escanor is
Yeah,
like one of the
Street, what the
coolest
fuck?
guys in that.
Street. Don't
Escanor
do my
is
teach you
cool.
I fucking
laughing,
like
nigga.
Escanor. Where Escanor at?
Escanor is
what
cool. Escanor is cool. Like, I fuck with Escanor. I fuck
Escanor be
with him.
talking
I
so
fuck
much
with
fucking
Connor.
shit.
Nigga, we
Escanor
always
is
talking about
funny.
that shit.
He's
Yeah,
funny.
exactly. That's why I like Escanor too. The motherfucker a troll, but he be
Escanor is
talking so
funny.
much
Like
shit.
Like, bro.
Same with Connor. Connor is also funny as
My
well.
nigga, when I came for that old boy, bro, nigga, I was on that nigga ass all day.
Who?
Nigga. I'm talking about the nigga I think he was the nigga that he recorded your tweet and he's saying that he didn't like. I forgot what you said, but he was like, I read he put the pictures of Vagabond Kingdom. And
Oh, that
stuff,
nigga.
and, yeah, bro, I was on that nigga ass, nigga. Shoot. I
thought you would like that nigga because he read all your favorite mangas.
Yeah, that don't mean he's still not asshole to Black
Ooh.
Clover fans. Fuck. That don't mean
Josuke,
shit.
you wanted to talk about All Might being fat. You wanted me to like tell you why All Might's faster than Merliona.
Yeah.
Remember you mentioned
I remember that.
All right. So with the light speed scaling, I know you don't agree with it, but like,
We can
Here's how-
put
here's
in
how-
consideration for this.
so here's the thing. So All Might right now, even like when he's not even going all out, he's stronger than and faster than Deku at 41 times speed of light. So
Right.
it's also stated that All Might is 60 times more stronger in his prime.
Oh,
So-
you doing it
or-
this way?
Yeah,
Hasn't
and
this-
so 41 times 60,
Yeah,
you get
I
that
know.
to 2,460 times speed of light right there.
I
You're
heard this a
just, like,
long
smack
time
that.
ago. I heard this a long time ago.
You
But haven't this been
smack that.
debunked though? Like, haven't somebody debunked this?
Not anyone yet. Like, how can you debunk something that's like in his
Nah.
prime?
I could have sworn this was debunked, but I don't know. But I have heard this before. Well, they wasn't doing it for speed; they was doing it for his like overall strength, like his strength.
You can actually prove that speed and strength at the same time. You can actually prove that. In the Nomu fight, All Might goes more when he gets like more powerful. He throws more punches, and then he also thinks that he throws more like he gets faster each time. He gets faster, and so like that would is equal to 1-to-1
Fucking
ratio.
A. Calm down,
no,
calm
it's-
down. All Might
no,
doesn't
equal
get
to a
faster with
1-to-1
each punch.
ratio. Yeah, no, like I'm literally saying that he gets faster every time he gets stronger. That's what I'm saying. I'll send you the scans.
Oh, he get faster every time he gets stronger.
So I'm saying like it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Oh, I thought you were saying like with each punch he's getting faster and faster.
Nah, not with punch. Like that would just make him like way stronger.
The only person I
Not
know in
like-
anime doing that is Jack.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Jack states every time he slices, not only do they adapt to the magic he's slicing at, but
Oh shit.
He gets faster.
he get
Like,
faster with each slice.
Yeah,
Get faster.
Oh, Sammy, you in here,
All
bro?
right, so we got
I'm here.
Will?
It said which one, Sammy? Sammy
Sammy,
Flame.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Mid ass nigga, bro. I'm at your neck, bro. Don't you ever come at me like you came at me on Twitter, bro. Don't you ever come at me like you came at me on Twitter, bro.
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Don't ever come at me like you came at me on Twitter, bro. You understand me, bro? They sit there and try to make it seem like I'm, bro. Don't come at me like that.
You capping.
I'm capping.
Sammy,
Okay, okay.
Sammy.
Okay, I like Sammy. I ain't gonna lie. I like Sammy. I like Sammy so far. He's a lot better than a lot of these niggas out here, boy. Cause a lot of these niggas would have shut down.
I already told you on Twitter about it. I'm like, we did this like once. I don't even like come.
So,
Am I judging?
yeah, I'm finna announce all that shit. So before we get this shit started, I believe everybody's here. We got Will. I think Will's on mute right now. CP9, he was talking shit. Oh, Will just right there. Joseph. CP9 was talking shit. He jumped in kind of late. We got Fades. Y'all know Fades. We got Sage. Y'all know Sage. Sammy. He kind of new to the scream, so welcome him. Sosa will be judging this debate, by the way. And
Wait, what?
yes, because he's on equal ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Equal ground.
Yeah, he on equal ground. He don't have a side in this debate. So
Okay, whatever.
So
Fucking IT.
Sosa will be debating. I mean, Sosa will be judging, and it's we got Screet at the bottom, Screet down there, and so far I don't think nobody's on Real side. It's just me, so it's just gonna be me versus.
You mean Hammy? Nobody on Hammy side.
Hammy side. My fault. Nobody's on Hammy side, so I think I'm gonna be the only one debating Hammy. But it is what it is. These guys are all fodder, so. Let's just get this shit started.
No, I did not just hear that right now. I did not.
What did I say wrong? What did I say wrong?
Man, we ready to start this up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's start. All right. So who gonna go first?
Well,
You can.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah, y'all go
I
ahead.
say go like this.
No, go ahead. Talk y'all shit about Real.
Okay. All right. So let me tell you. First, let me tell you what happened first.
The White
how
Clover.
How they started, right?
Yeah.
So, we're not gonna talk about the Fuego. That's not part of this. We're talking about.
I mean, it started with Flagoleon, but
wait, hold up.
Yeah, I
Whoever's
know,
not
but then led into.
Whoever's not participating, can you please
I think I was the first person to say motherfuckers be disrespecting Real.
Yes, sir.
Was it? I think it was. I don't know if it was Sammy or somebody else. Somebody said.
no, you specifically said Josuke be disrespecting Real, and I said how do I be disrespecting Real? The only thing you don't agree with that I said about Real.
You're right. I said
The only thing you don't agree with that I said about Real is that Hammy beats him, and then
no, because
Nah, you said fans out.
because every time niggas be talking about Real, Josuke be like, oh no, I don't. Hey, Hammy clap, Real's dumb, Real's this, Real's that. I'm like, bro, like, what you gonna get this man his respect?
I'm supposed to talk good about him when I'm debating the opposite side of him. I fuck with Real, but he's not clapping Hammy. It is what it is.
No, but if Real's in the vicinity, you ain't gonna gas a nigga up.
Yeah,
What you mean if Real is in the vicinity? What do you mean by if Real is in the vicinity? I don't understand that.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but Hammy is Gilday, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
that's what we call.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Well, that's what Josuke called.
Continue on.
I call him.
Save artists.
Okay, so basically, me and Sammy, we was on the Real side. You know, we was saying Real would be Hammy, and then obviously Josuke said Hammy would be Real.
They gave no.
But then this man Josuke was saying, "Oh, Hammy, all Hammy has to do is hit Real with a rock, beat Real up front, and then he's done."
That was a joke.
Yeah, I know it's a joke.
Come on, bro.
Obviously, that was a joke, but it was like, come on, nothing like nah. The reason why I would say Real would be Hammy is mainly because of this. From the instances we see in Hammy's magic, right? We know Hammy, you can't hit Hammy, right? We know he has his soldiers, right? And obviously, and Josuke was saying like how his soldiers was holding back the captains. That's a feat, and I agree. But I was mainly banking on the fact of what else can Hammy was trying to get out the situation. He wasn't trying to actively fight anybody. That's not the type of fighter. That's not the type of mage he really is, to be honest, that we've seen so far of him. So I was saying, how do you have Hammy clapping Real, who we know did fight, in the tournament, obviously, and we've seen of Real what he can do, not the personality, but the power. We've seen what he can do. So I'm over here thinking like, why do you think Hammy, who we haven't seen much offensively from, can beat Real? Even though we know Real can't attack them, but I told him the words of Hammy. Physical objects can hurt him. And remember, remember after Asta hit him, right? After Asta found him with the key, and then he hit him with his sword or whatever, and he was exposed, and then even Asta, this man called him out like, "Aren't you a Magic Knight captain?" Blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden you hear this man real voice, and then you hear that shook.
And then he received his ass.
And then this man Rill just captured him like nothing. Hammy didn't do anything. He just captured. Obviously, he was exposed.
Yeah, he did that shit.
But
so
he could have done something, right? He could have reacted or did something. But as soon as he saw Rill, that man just stood there. And then Rill just captured him. And then even Nozel came out from the blue and said, "Rill, why would you go so easy on him?" Also, Rill was obviously holding back. And I noticed Nozel was carrying a rock. Nozel was carrying a rock, and other people was carrying a rock. And then Julius came through and said, "Oh, I'm so lucky you guys were here because I don't know what else I would have done. Obviously, probably would have,
Wasn't Hammy getting ready to fight?
So come on, bro. Come on. So this is like an official bait, bro. You can't be doing that.
Hold up.
Wait, hold on. Is it Jujutsu Kaisen thing? Like, sorry about that.
Yeah. No. Basically, I'm saying is basically the whole main point is Hammy can't do really anything to Rill besides he can't be hit. Obviously, he can't be hit.
Hey, Sosa, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Sage.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, he was talking to Sage. Sage was the one that was talking. Oh, Sage gone. But anyway, like I was saying, like I was basically saying that Hammy, yeah, you can't hit him, but obviously his magic doesn't last that long. I'm pretty sure his magic will expend before Rill's.
What?
Can
I talk? Can I go there? Are you done? Go ahead. Finish.
Hold on. Listen to me. Rill can make we know Rill can make armies of paintings, and they all can do damage. Obviously, they won't do nothing because they're magic. But I was saying, since physical objects affect Hammy, Rill can use the surrounding area and hit Hammy. Hammy, we haven't seen him fly. The whole flying thing you were talking about with a broom. We haven't seen Hammy ever use a broom. Obviously, he probably can use a broom and fly, but in a heat situation. Hold on. In the situation, bro, he's not gonna have no broom. So what he's not. I'm pretty sure he's not that fast. To be honest, he can't. Can he run that fast? That nigga fat, bro. Sorry, but like,
this man straight up throwing shade.
No, I mean it's Hammy, bro. Come on, man. Ain't nobody really
all right. So I'm assuming you're done. All right. So before I go into this rebuttal, hi everybody who's in the chat who said what's up. What's up, Kirito? What's up? Solo fiction. What's up? CD. Bro, your name always gets me every screen, bro. Every fucking screen, bro. C4, bro. What's up, C4? How you doing?
Yeah.
And anyway, whatever. Thank y'all for coming. Okay, so to what FaZe was explaining about Rill. Okay.
Yeah.
For one, where do I want to start, man? So much shit you said, bro.
I know. It was kind of.
All right, so as far as Rill, quote unquote, being able to running out of as far as, let me start with Gildray mono mount. First of all, Gildray had his parrymation magic on the entire time through the palace. I don't necessarily know how long they was fighting in the palace. It could have been hours. It could have been minutes. It could have been whatever. But that's a pretty significant amount of time. And whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say when it comes to his mono mount. But Gildray has some of the most OP magic in Black Clover. As far as Rill has never shown an attack that can even hit Gildray. Never seen one. All the attacks he has done, he's never shown an attack that can go through, that can hit Hammy. Second of all, Rill only has a 2 in physical strength. Gildray has like a 4 or a 3. It's one of those two. But we all know how this when it comes to that leveling system, 5 is like the max and 1 is the lowest. Like when it comes to stuff higher than 4, like that's pretty significantly higher than 3 and below, if that makes sense. So that is what it is there. As far as Gildray's speed, I mean, he has a 4-3 as physical strength. I'm pretty sure he can move. Not only that, but he reacted to every captain in the room coming at him. I mean, we had Hammy, we had Yami, we had Jack, we had Dorothy was asleep. We had William, we had Nozel, we had Charlotte. All these captains was literally coming at him.
Quotation marks.
Exactly. But I mean, it was if it was really Raya, then Raya really should have tap that nigga. Look what Raya did to Yami.
Yeah, but I don't think Raya will do anything. I think it was just transformation magic.
Hold up, off topic, completely off topic. But
Sosa.
I have this Tabata literally stating that Raya turned into Venegan William.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much get it.
Yeah, we pretty much know that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Go ahead.
But anyway, as far as Hammy running from all these captains or whatever, ain't no motherfucker on this live stream or is watching this live would have stayed in that room if you wanted to live. Nobody on this fucking earth would have stayed in that room with 8 captains on your ass and a kid with anti-magic and Julius. There's nobody. I don't give a fuck who you are. Unless you want to die, you're not standing in that room. So Gilj running from all the captains, it shouldn't be something that is surprising. Of course he was going to run. I'm going to run. You're going to run too. Stop it, bro. If you're not, you're capping. All right, you're just fucking capping. I don't give a fuck who you is. So Gilj running from the captains, I mean, that's just a smart play in that situation if you want to survive. Another thing, his quote unquote fodder army held off captains. I don't think you understand this. Fanzel is not a high captain mage in Black Clover whatsoever. But Fanzel, he's a mid to low captain level mage in my book. I don't know what you got him in your book. It is what it is. Fanzel speed blicks nearly the entire diamond army that Mars and Ladros brought to the Witch's Forest. Fanzel. So we got captains here, right? We got high-level captains, mid-level captains, and some low-level captains in this room. And one person, invisible army, held off all these captains. I don't care what you say again. I don't care what you say. That's an incredible feat. That the fact that an army of magic, a magical army was able to hold off captains long enough for this man to almost escape. Boom. As far as Hammy being able to kill Rill, Hammy army can kill Rill with a 2 in physical strength if they get up close to him, which I don't think they would. If they can get up close to him, they probably be able to kill him. But not only that, Hammy is like the ultimate assassin if you really think about it. You can't sense this man. You can't mana sense this man, all right? There's no magic key. Rill doesn't have key, all right? Yeah, Rill would literally not know where Hammy's at. He won't know where Hammy's at. Hammy can, we're going to get to the flying thing in a minute. Rill would not know where Hammy's at. Hammy can sneak up on this man if he wants to and cut his fucking throat. All right, it's just that easy. And then look, we already saw it happen. Look what happened to Elf Rill. The more powerful Rill, well, it all depends, you know. The more powerful Rill in the situation. Charming snuck up on this man before he can even know it. He was in the middle of a temper tantrum, and Charming snuck up on this man, right? So you mean to tell me somebody who was invisible, who you can't? I'm not done. You mean to tell me somebody who's invisible, who you can't sense, can sneak up on you like that? An elf? I mean, he was in the middle of a temper tantrum. I'll give him that, but that's still no excuse about the mana sensing. Rill should have been able to sense Charming mana. You feel me? He should have been able to sense Charming mana. But anyway, that's besides the point. Like I say, Rill can sneak up on this man and cut his throat. Easy. Hammy can sneak up on this man and cut his throat. It's just that simple. Rill doesn't know. All right, but to the flying thing. People like to say Rill can create an army and just destroy the area, create a bunch of giants and just start throwing rocks all over the place. I mean, we have saw plenty of mages pick up sticks. Fanzel, Yami, Vanessa, Fenerald, it was a couple more people. We literally seen these people pick up sticks and other shit and start flying, right? So flying in Black Clover, I mean, if you got a stick around or like a tube or something shit like that, you can just get on that shit and fly. We have seen it happen. And Hammy's the only person we have not seen be able to fly on a broom is Noelle, and that's because she couldn't control her mana enough to be able to fly like at that time. Now I'm pretty sure she can fly on a broom. She's out here controlling her mana in magical in the mana zone or whatever. That's the flying part, right? Flying, that's really not a debate at all. You feel me? So a lot of people say Rill pick up rocks. He throw rocks all over the place with giants and shit like that and just destroy the area. I mean, that really wouldn't work either because Hammy could probably pick up a stick and just fly in the air and do whatever. If he can make it that long, because like I say, Hammy can assassinate this nigga. He can sneak up on him at any time. As far as people saying that Rill can be able to blitz Hammy before Hammy activate his Paration magic, I mean, for one, that it's kind of a reach to say that Hammy wouldn't start off the fight and his magic activated. But then again, at the same time, you still had every captain in that room coming at Hammy, and he still was able to activate his magic. So that's still really not something that's logical to happen. Rill just blixing him before he activates Paration magic. It's not something that's logical to happen if he reacted to every captain coming at him already. That's out the question. What else was there? What else there was? I'm pretty sure I went through everything as far as phase debate, but we got other people in here. But
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let Sesame should go next.
Yeah, let's Sammy talk. Let me clap him up.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll use a common sense with the whole with the captains going after him because they could have been stopped him, especially Julius. He could just froze Hammy any given time if it was really that serious of a situation. But at the same time, I agree with what FaZe was saying is like he's really not no comeback person. Yeah, I give him the benefit.
Yeah, like he's not like a really a
let him talk.
Fighter. Oh damn!
I want to hear everything. I'm writing shit down right now. As a matter of fact,
I give you the benefit of the doubt of what you're saying of like he can assassinate and so on and so forth like that. Granted, he is an escape artist. I'm pretty sure he probably did the shit before. It's probably nothing new.
Hold on. Hold on. One thing goes too about Gildre is he has the besides Julius. He has the thickest grimoire we have seen in Black Clover. Have you guys seen his grimoire? It's like a fucking Harry Potter chapter book, bro. The shit is thick, bro. But go ahead, bro. That's besides the point.
All right. But yeah. So dealing with that situation, I felt like it really wasn't a situation that was like really pushed. Like despite his army holding off all the captains, granted, that is something that you really can like hold to him because I doubt that too many people could actually do that shit with all the captains there. Plus,
I haven't seen one. I haven't even seen kingdoms that can do that.
True, but at the same time, it's like all of these captains, from what we've known, they're capable of doing massive amounts of damage, like easily, like with no problem.
Yes.
Like literally no problem. So for them to handle that situation like that, I seen it. It really wasn't an issue. They was gonna get him regardless of the fact.
Without Asta there, hold on. Without Asta there, Yami and Julius is the only people that could have got him, and that's still a stretch.
So you believe that Yami or Julius wasn't able to handle that situation?
Not necessarily Yami, because Yami was one of the people that was complaining about the Visible Army, but Julius definitely would have got him. That's regardless. But Julius is clapping everybody, so that's really nothing to brag about.
Yeah. So Asta being there with just a little icing on the cake, really. Was a slight icing on the cake because
without Asta, bro. Because even Yami says, I don't know if that's anime. That might be anime only. But even Yami says like, "Oh, we shouldn't worry. We got an anti-mat." He hyped Asta up to go do that shit.
Yeah,
I think that's anime. That might be anime only.
No, I think it's in the manga. It's in the manga too.
It probably is.
Me, if I was Yami, I'll say the same shit too. Like I really would. Why put in this effort when it's a person here who got anti-magic who could just really count?
But no, he was saying that because they was complaining about the army, right? That's when Yami said that. He said it is what it is. We don't have to worry about this because we got the anti-magic brat.
Yeah.
So that everything go back to that army, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. That army is my golden ticket in this fucking debate.
I see. You need to stick to it because at the end of the day, I'm gonna jump the Rill now. We didn't.
Go ahead.
The whole conference thing with Rill. Like I said on Twitter, the only thing Rill lacks is experience. Literally, that's the only thing that this man actually lacks is experience.
Yeah, in real overall perspective, that's just real overall. But I'm talking, specifically to this fight, he lacks a lot of shit. Gildre is the fourth smartest captain in Black Clover. Rill is in the bottom 3. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff takes place. I mean, it has a huge play in this fight, and y'all trying to overlook that.
I'm not trying to. Me personally, I'm not trying to overlook it. Because what I'm saying is that if it was in that scenario with him trying to escape or whatever the case may be, it could have been plenty of things Rill could have done to either reveal where he was at or, you feel me, even block.
Give me some examples.
Even go.
Give me some examples.
Like a prime example, you feel me? If it really came push to shove, he could have flooded the area to reveal where he at now.
With what?
If he could phase through water,
he can. Rill can't create real water, bro. He's never been shown to do that. It will be magical water, and it wouldn't affect Hammy. I mean, that kind of that might hold on. That might you might got something there because
that's another debate.
I mean, damn, can he breathe? Breathe?
Like you could fix like
you might got something.
Magic, you was right. Magic don't affect him. He could probably phase through magic, but through a natural element like them blowing up a ground or like
that really went the AOE of the attack will probably do damage, but as far as the actual blast, that wouldn't do nothing to him.
Yeah, that's what I was coming at about how Rill will probably handle the situation, despite him being lackluster in fucking knowledge.
And another thing, I was just gonna say that. Another thing, you gotta come up with something that Rill can think of too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I came to the point of him ultimately doing something really simple as that, of him getting probably frustrated of like trying to look for Hammy and like, damn, what the fuck, yeah.
But see, you don't got that much time when you don't got that much time when you got an assassin on your ass. You don't have time to think that much. You feel me? Hammy's like the ultimate assassin in Black Clover. It is what it is. You don't have that kind of time to sit there and try to think and get frustrated.
I mean, Mariella?
Marileona is a different story.
No, not Marileona. Marielle.
Marielle is an assassin too, but I mean, look at Gildray's magic, bro. That's shit.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but at the same, but even sticking to the army, I feel like Rill is pretty capable of like holding off an army.
Oh, I don't think that army will get close to Rill. I don't think they will get close to him. But Gildray can definitely use them as an distraction.
Yeah, he could, and that's where everything really comes into play. He can either use it as a distraction or use it to get away because he really not trying to put himself in a
this is the one-on-one fight. So running away is Mariella is kind of thick. I mean, she's straight, but she's definitely not thick. but
yeah, in a one-on-one perspective, it's really it's all up to like how would Hammy handle the situation, because Rill could either range him out or he can basically just really chill at a distance, and he's gonna have to literally.
But there is no like you wouldn't even know the distance you're at. You wouldn't know. And even if Rill go in the air and fly around and round and round, that's just wasting mana. So that's really a stupid idea. But Gildrake, like I say, Gildrake can pick up a stick and do the same thing.
Yes, he's invisible. I don't think this fucking stick is invisible.
I mean, no. We have seen Gildrake turn physical items into with his magic. We've seen that before. So yes, he will be able to do it. And another thing y'all not saying is how would Rill kill Gildrake?
Should I go or no?
I believe I'm still sticking with the elements, even though on Josuke saying, "Oh, these elements is magical and shit," which I feel like no, they just enhancing the. That's like
no. This is facts. When Asta was going up against Elf Rill with Marileona, the magic the elements Rill was pumping out, Asta was deflecting them and parrying them with his sword. And Marileona was burning it up. Well, she can probably do that in real shit as well. But with Asta being able to parry and bounce back these elements, there's no way. I mean, there's no way that's real world. You can't cut through water. You know what I'm saying? You can't bounce back fire.
But
we're talking about We're talking about Hammy versus Gildray. Well, Gildray versus Rill, or Hammy, whatever you want to call Gildray. How old is she? I think she was 16.
But
15. You talking about Mary Leal?
Yeah, she was 15.
15.
Yeah, I think she's 15. But me personally, is that with this whole element situation,
you had me with the drowning shit. I don't know if I can debunk the drowning shit.
With the whole, but with the whole and that's another. Your mana is not like infinite. You feel me? So you doing all of this shit just to keep a person away will probably only cause
more harm to
you
yourself.
lose in the end. You feel me? But at the same time, it's just a lot of simple things that could come into play that could just really change a bunch of shit around, especially for a close range fighter. You feel me? Because we just seen it plenty of times where Asta he struggled to get in against ranged people, but eventually
until he threw his sword.
Exactly. Like eventually,
which
he
is
he
in
put
real,
two and
like
two
you should
together.
never do. That's like a horror. Like any swordsman will tell you, you never throw your fucking sword, Asta. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. So basically, that's him just putting his two and two together. You feel me? And being intelligent as Hammy is, I'm pretty sure he's just not gonna like do no.
Hammy would probably just sit back and let Rill waste his mana up. But FaZe, go ahead, go into what you was about to say. No, CP9, cause you started talking shit too.
Yeah, I did.
After hearing
Okay.
all this, what's up? You still on Rill side?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So right. So you agree that the captains like that when from the time when Gildre was trying to run away or whatever when they found him out.
Yeah.
You agree? You agree they got stronger, right?
Certain captains.
Okay.
Certain captains.
I know
Yami gotten stronger.
I know what he's doing already.
Yami gotten stronger. Nozel. I don't think people like Charlotte and besides her elf form, Charlotte didn't really show to get any stronger and stuff. Like just simple shit like that. But go ahead. I see where you're going.
All right. You agree Asta got stronger from this point on, right? You agree?
Yeah, Asta got incredibly stronger. But not stronger,
Okay,
not stronger than the captain at that time. I think Asta's probably just reaching. Asta's probably just reaching to where the captains was during that time.
Okay, but that's something I'm trying to argue. But so Elf Rill was able to let's see. Shit, hold on, let me. Rill, no, way down there actually. No, that's too far. That's too far. Right?
We just wait on CP9, people. Wait on CP9. True.
Yeah. Almost there. Gotta find the exact skins I'm talking about. Damn it.
The Dros flew on a log. Yeah, he did. Come crew pirates. It said the Grand Line gonna become the Pirate King. You know, I mean, I want to do that. I want to do a One Piece draft, bro. Well, I just draft a bunch of come through and draft a bunch of One Piece characters and see who has the best crew.
Can you drop the scans?
Wait, what happened while I was gone? Y'all finished the debate?
They're just debating.
This man looking for some scans.
Damn.
I was gonna be your turn, but you dipped out.
I mean, if one of you guys can prove why Rill can win, then debate's over. Because technically, it's Will.
So you the judge. Calm down.
I know, but like, you're taking on everyone. So like, if you're taking on everyone, then if one person can prove why Rill wins, then the debate's over.
Right. Yeah.
You prove why you clapped Jack and Sam. So.
Well, I understand that, but I thought you was finna help their debate. That's why
I'll let you speak on that, but I'll wait for CP9.
I mean, a judge can't help in debate. They had to just watch over
That's
everything.
what I thought you was finna do.
Why would I help over the people debating?
It sounded like you was finna say something. It sounded like you was finna say something to help them.
Well, if that was the case, I would have just gone to Rill the body easily. I would have just gotten this easily.
I just need to find the exact skin I'm looking for.
Hey, Will, go ahead, bro.
I don't.
My turn.
Yeah,
just find this. Just let Will go first and CP.
Alright, so I think we can all agree Rill has the AP advantage here, as Hammy has no AP feats.
Wait, it was a lot Will missed.
It was a lot missed. Oh, y'all talk. Oh,
go ahead.
All right. So Rill got the AP advantage, speed advantage. I'm going to lean Rill on that one. He has been keeping up with and
I am too. What the fuck?
Oh, so you going with Rill on the speed and AP advantage?
Of course.
Okay. So then the problem is Hammy's intangibility, but that can be affected by real objects. So Rill has seen this magic firsthand and has seen how to combat it. So really all bro gotta do, draw him a little stone cannon, load that stone cannon with stones.
We talked about this.
Y'all talk, bro, come on.
This exact thing, as a matter of fact. This exact thing.
So, all right.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
But I debunked it already, but go ahead. Let's finish.
Load that stone cannon.
Load it up, baby.
Hit him. I mean,
but how would he know where Hammy's at? He can't sense Hammy either. He don't got key.
But he can sense with Mana though.
No. That's not how Hammy magic works to where you can't sense him or you see him.
So how was Julius gonna act then?
Because they couldn't sense him as well.
So we just gonna assume Julius got key.
I mean, the way Julius was talking, it sounded like he got key. If he don't got key, then it was
Julius
absolutely
really
dick. He was
key.
But if he don't got,
really...
but if he don't got key, it was nothing he was gonna be able to do to Gildre. As far as seeing Gildre, it was nothing he was gonna be able to do.
Correct.
And it's crazy how
So what I was explaining earlier to them, Will, when you was gone, is as far as Hammy is the ultimate assassin in Black Clover. He can assassinate Rill without a problem, right? You can't sense him with Mana, and you can't see him as well. Rill wouldn't even know where he was at. He would literally be throwing rocks randomly in just random places. So the throwing rock stone cannon shit is really out the window. It's a guess. You guessing where you trying to hit him.
I'm just waiting.
But then Rill could just draw the harpy.
The harpy.
The harpy, as Quan like to call it, and just float in the air.
Harpy. It really is a fucking harpy.
Hammy got to get to him.
But okay, we went over this too. We've seen mages pick up sticks and logs and all type of shit and fly. Yami did it. Fanzel, Fauna. Not Fauna. Ladros, Vanessa, Fenrir. They have all picked up random objects from off the ground and started flying. And the only person that wasn't able, the only mage that wasn't able to fly that has magic is Noelle, and that was because she couldn't control her magic.
I'm just letting you know, if a stick turned invisible right next to me, bro, I'm shooting at it,
bro. And another thing, that's a guess again. That's just random guessing.
No, real quick.
Why would Rill not notice the thing turning invisible when he fighting an invisible mage user?
Okay, Hammy picks up a stick and it turns invisible. Rill's just gonna shoot it.
He starts firing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you know what's crazy is that you don't understand that you can join back a debate once you've conceded on the fact that you lost, right? So like basically Will is the last one unless CP joins back.
Oh, CP left?
Oh, if Josuke beats Will, then oh my god, he just clapped 3 niggas in like such an easy topic.
It's coming. Will. There goes CP. There goes CP. But Will haven't said nothing incredible yet. So
CP came back. CP. So after CP, it's Will. After Will, it's CP.
We got this. I got this.
What?
FaZe won a round too. So we're gonna give Ray FaZe's round 2. But Will, go ahead. Like I say, Rill would literally just be guessing what spot Gildre is at.
How would he be guessing though? Because Gildre gotta get a means to him, which means he gonna have to touch something. Now, as soon as he touch something, he giving away his spot.
But it's easy to get out of that situation. Like you like hold on. Who's to say Rill is going to see where Gildre picks up his stick at? Who's to say that? You know what I'm saying? This is like a mid fight. Hold on. This is a mid fight.
Okay, that's even more reason why his guard would be up.
Okay, first of all, let's take this to smarts real quick. Gildre is the 4th smartest captain in the manga. Your boy Rill, bottom 3. Those are facts, all right?
Okay, Yami bottom 3.
Who the fuck? Yami's bottom. Yami's bottom. I'm not saying just because you're bottom 3, you're not smarter than most mages out there. Because even Yami is smarter than a lot of the fodder or the lesser mages and shit like that. So being in the bottom 3 doesn't make you like dumb at all. Not really. But I'm just saying, Hammy is significantly more smarter than Rill. Significantly more.
I want to add something.
No, you can't. We already debating this. You can't. Because if you add something, then I gotta like go at you. That's gonna be another person on my list.
About Gildre.
About Gildre.
Yeah, he was in Julius' team together with Yami and William, so his fighting experience is.
Oh yeah. He his fighting experience. Yeah, we kind of all know his fighting experience is way higher than Rill's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fact.
I can agree on that. I'm still banking on my area effect situation.
Did Will just concede?
I didn't concede a thing. Niggas just be speaking for me.
I'll take your confirmation.
Anyway.
I'll take your confession.
I'm assuming Will is done then. So then Hockey.
Can I speak? Can
Hold
I
on,
speak?
Will's still trying
Can
to
I
speak.
speak for myself?
Wait, Will is still going? Because, like, I assume he was done because everyone else was talking.
Will, he was
Well,
still
I
talking.
mean, bro said let him say something real quick. I'll let him say something.
So I
Alright.
was assuming he was like, so you're done or not?
Go ahead, Will.
Anyway, so as I was saying, Rill can chill in the air, and while he doing that, cast a giant spring of restriction. Because Hammy, I mean, there's only so much Hammy can go to, my boy. There's only so much area, and Rill gonna cover all that area. He can paint for days. My man's a giant spring of restriction. Yami gonna walk. He gonna have to be in it. Cause I mean, at that point, he just out of the battle area. The fight over. If he just not gonna stay by the fight.
Okay, so first you have to prove that. Well, I mean, I think he can, but you will have to prove how big the area effect would be and how big Rill can make it. Second, what is stopping Gildrade from just hanging back in his variation magic and letting Rill waste his mana by holding that type of that huge country level spell up for that long?
Hammy gonna flee a country. Hammy gonna flee a country mid fight.
No, but that's not how that spell works. You're not gonna hit him just like that.
It's not even country level.
I mean, it all depends on how big wherever they're fighting.
Yeah,
at.
I know.
But and again, that's still magic.
Yo, Joski, I got a quick
So how that doesn't affect Hammy again? So Hammy just gonna sit back and let Rill waste all his magic and kill him. It is what it is.
I don't
CP9,
think Rill
go
really
in.
be
Go
wasting
ahead,
magic when you draw.
CP9.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
For a bit.
Yeah, she'll go.
All right. So single scans, right?
Where
You
did you put him
agree
at?
that Oscar?
General.
Yeah, general. I see him.
Okay, yeah. So you agree that Asta from that point when he, when the captains confronted Gilter, when not that he got stronger and faster,
Yeah, we went
not
through
like same. All right. So you see Asta in the first scan, just like Alfred's painting. He just keeps painting them, and he says, "R," just like I'm fighting the whole world. I don't even have time to go black.
Yeah.
And so he can't. Like, he doesn't have time to go into his black form.
Yeah.
He meant this, even if he did.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Okay. So, in this Asta, way back arcs ago, was able to tag Gilday, albeit he did have peace, so I mean, that kind of, I guess, gave him an advantage over most of the people.
Gilday had his back turned to him. He was running. So, I mean, Gilday literally didn't even have a chance to respond. Nobody would.
Yes, that's yeah. Then again, Gilday doesn't really have any like good speed beats or
besides every captain coming at him and he reacted to it.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
okay. Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I mean, what was I say? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking of what I'm trying to say. God damn. What was it? Oh yeah. Right. So you're saying like all the captives coming at him and army or whatever? That's the thing.
He actually did two spells. He activated his variation magic and he created his army.
Right, yeah, he created the army. Right, okay. So the captains, well, let's see. Who was there? Yeah, pretty much every captain got stronger from that point on, even if it's just a little bit. Stronger and faster due to them showing like better, like.
I agree with that.
Right. So, Asta from this point, well, not Asta, but like Rill would just either he would just paint faster, and like Gildrade would be able. Like, I could argue that he just like blitzes, like he just paints like whatever he's painting, he would just paint it faster than Gildrade could activate his spell that makes him transparent and like makes all magic attacks go through him and whatnot.
No, not really.
Or he could just restrict him like what he did during that time, because he did restrict him while his magic, transparent magic wasn't activated. He restricted him with the name spell.
Yeah, but no, not really, because Rill was in that same room. He was one of the people that came to Gildrade, and I know you was just saying how they gotten stronger and all that stuff. But first you will have to assume that Gildrade isn't coming into this fight with his variation magic already activated. Second, to say that we all saw Asta walk into that room and look at what he saw and started talking. Him and Mimosa had plenty of time to sit there and have a little conversation before they even did anything. So Asta really, before he knew the threat of the situation, he really could have went black form when he first walked in. He had enough time to do that. Second, he did. He talked to Mimosa for several seconds. He had enough time. All right. So you assuming Gildre is not going to walk into this fight with his magic or activated, that's one cut through that. And secondly, I don't see Rill painting something that is going to hit Gildre before he activate his variation magic when he already show reaction speeds to comparable to Yami. When you got Mimosa out here reacting to Mimosa had gotten stronger since Gildre went left, but when you got Mimosa out here reacting to Elf Rill attacks, I don't see why a Magic Knight captain wouldn't be able as well. So it like Mimosa clearly reacted to not a couple, but she reacted to one, I think, that came at her. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mimosa reacting to it and Gildre can't with a 4 in physical strength, and that ties into speed as well.
I mean, Gildre doesn't really have he doesn't have any good speed feats like that ass.
Reacting to all the captains is Mimosa boobs. Yeah, Mimosa boobs got plenty of speed feats. Oh shit! But man,
I'm assuming CP, you agree with it. You basically agree with him.
Agree with what?
The debate where he's just saying that Gildre just slaps Rill.
Oh nah.
Because do you have anything to argue against it? Do you have anything or no?
Oh yeah. What was that last point you brought up about for Gildre?
I don't know. I said a lot of shit about Gildre tonight.
Take me on this debate out there. Take me on this.
So am I next? Or?
All right. So Sosa, the judge of tonight's debate. I'm assuming everyone went. Everyone had their chance to speak. FaZe, you gonna get it. You're gonna get a second chance to speak, but it's gonna be after the judgment. You definitely gonna get your.
No,
I remember you. I remember
judgment.
you.
So judgment wise, so I don't know how this was possible, but he really did clap everyone here. I don't know how. For the sole fact that you guys are all using weaker versions of the captains really surprised me. You know what? I'll debate this right now. All right.
Oh no! So Finn is hyping me up. What are you doing?
I'll debate you after. But
Finn is hyping me up.
You got the full fact that y'all were using weaker versions of the captain and then comparing them to current versions really surprised me. I was like, bruh, are you guys all reading White Clover? And the fact that someone said Charlotte
let him
Charlotte
finish.
never got stronger. Someone said Charlotte never got stronger, which is completely wrong because of the fact that she literally states that we will get stronger, meaning that her entire brigade, including herself, will get stronger as well. Meaning
when was that, Sosa? When was that, Sosa?
It was during the that was
that was when she was
the cave arc. It was right after the cave arc, and she literally indicates that she gets stronger off screen.
Oh, okay, but that was right after the cave arc. Gildre turning left happened after the cave arc. We're talking about from that point.
But the thing is, though, is that she still gets stronger off screen. Someone said she does not get.
Oh,
stronger
I agree with that, but he was saying the shit we have seen. He was saying stuff that we have seen on screen, not off screen. I agree with all captains train off screen. I think 100%. But he wasn't talking about off screen, and he was talking about stuff we seen on screen.
On screen, all right then. But anyways, I will give this to Josuke just for the sole fact that you guys couldn't even argue against simple points.
All right, no. I do want to hear. I do. No, I'm not going to take you on it. I'm Gildre tapped out, but I do want to hear what you got to say about Rill in this fight.
Right. So the sole fact that so it's stated that when you lose the elf boost, you remember how the mana felt, and right now currently it's been 6 months since that.
Nobody used the time skip. Yeah. Nobody used the time skip. No.
And then even if you want to use Elf Arc Rill, you would still argue that he has higher speed, and you conceded to that fact, and I don't know why. I don't know why Will didn't continue on with that because of the fact that on the speed point, you basically lose because then you would just argue that Rill would just make a painting, hit Gildray before he goes cremation, and then just kill him right there. I don't know how Will did not get up for that.
No, that's what CP9 kept trying to argue. But I argued back with that against the Josuke the Truth. Thank you. I argued back against that with Gildray having feats that reacted to all the captains in the room, including Rill.
Again, those are weaker captains.
Those are weaker captains. But are we?
Different things.
But see, you're assuming that, first of all, you're assuming that if you're assuming all captains train off screen, then why are you assuming Gildray doesn't? Well, I don't think he does either.
Gildray's in jail, first off.
Yeah, he was in jail. Yeah, he was in jail. But nigga, that's what people do. They push-ups. What you talking about? That's what you get your training in. Am I lying? Will, you know niggas. Hold on. Will, you know niggas been in jail. Will.
Yeah.
What niggas do when they in jail, bro?
You have to prove that Gildray trained.
Come on, Will.
No, yeah, exactly. You have to prove that.
You gotta.
It's
literally is no indication he did train.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
We know, bro.
And then so basically, like, he reacted to, and also I checked that same chapter. He did not react to anyone. I'm just telling you right now, he did not. Like, I'll literally go through the entire chapter again, post every single scan from that. He did not react to any of them besides Rill.
I mean, that's
all I needed. And that's all I needed in this debate anyway. But hold on. Did when you got all the captains coming at you, what is happening? What are you talking about? Even in the manga, if they're not showing them actually jumping at them and shit like that, they're still at him at that point in time.
He didn't react to any. He only reacted to Rill only. That's it, not all of them. And even then, that's a weaker Rill still.
You're not saying what I'm saying. What is going on?
But that still matter. If it's just weaker versions. Weaker versions aren't the same as the current versions, or even the last arc versions. They're not the same.
True.
Yeah, but how you gotta prove to me that Rill was that faster. The Elf Rill will be that fast, or whatever Rill you're using against Hammy. You gotta prove to me that Rill will be as fast enough to be able to hit Gildray before he reacts.
All right, so for the sole fact that you use the fight. Because he's suppressed Rill, was still able to do well against an all-out Spirit Dive, and this same has Monozone, and Monozone is stated to give you basically give you a 2 times amp.
Yeah. But you just told me Gildray already reacted to Rill.
That's a weaker Rill still a weaker Rill.
From that point?
Yeah, this is Cave Arc.
Yeah,
that's Tournament Arc is way 70 chapters later, dude.
But still, okay, so listen what I'm trying to say. Why am I debating you on this? I clapped. I won. What am I doing?
You clapped everyone, but I'm asking you to take me on that.
No, I'm done. What am I doing? Champion, no, I'm not fighting after a fight.
I'm asking you to take me on this topic.
Yami do prison workouts?
I don't know how y'all lost on this one. I don't know how y'all did this.
No, if you read Fire Force,
the situation is that
Obi actually does prison workouts.
For once. You have to prove for once that he can do that exactly, which is why I didn't agree with your situation. Him drowning someone. Because he's never shown any indication of doing that.
But he has the capability of summoning water magic to fill up an area. Would that not be
you assuming that this is out? You assuming that this fight? You assuming that this fight is taking place in a room?
No, hold on.
You're assuming
fire and ice, but not water.
No. You're assuming that the fight is taking place in a room.
It could be a room or
outside. He gonna fill up outside.
But anyways, basically, Gildray reacted to a weaker Rill still. And then Rill gets stronger from here on out, including the tournament arc, which is 70 chapters later. And he suppressed Rill, was able to keep up and do well against Spear Dive, Monozone,
Okay, so again, you also assuming that Gildray is not coming into this fight with his magic already activated.
That's because he's way slower than Rill.
If his magic's already activated coming into the fight?
But, all right, so if his magic is already activated, then Rill gets some spells out already. He already gets some stuff out.
You mean
like
stuff to throw at him and stuff?
Literally, if you want to say that Gildray has this stuff out, because that's just a handicap for Gildray, and then we would need to give Rill a handicap if anything.
Yeah. But But again, everything real also want to talk is speed, like Scream. Man, speed is where it's at in debates. What are you talking about?
Because speed is the main king.
Yeah, speed is king in debate, bro. Speed and durability is king. In my opinion,
literally,
Yeah, speed is main thing.
But also,
I don't know why no one kept on going. Like the moment you like conceded on speed, I was like, bro, if no one catches him on this, I'm gonna be so sad. Like I was just like sitting there. I was like sitting there. I was like, bro, what are you guys doing right now?
I still don't. I hear you out, and I hear what you're saying, but. But you have really nothing to judge Gildray's speed feats off of as well. So you can't you don't get him off. You don't really know where Gildray's speed. You don't really. Yes, he just told us. He just told us. Bro, y'all not hearing. Y'all not letting me finish. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. You're not. You can't measure. You can't measure Gildray's speed feat. Well, you really can because.
But hold up, Josuke.
Because remember when the water elf attacked Gildray, he reacted to that as well.
That's reaction speed. That's not.
That's what you need.
That's reaction.
But
hey, Sammy. If you got somebody throwing something at you, you need reaction speed to dodge it.
Yes, reaction speed and raw speed is two different things. You could always react to something, even if
but he doesn't need raw. He doesn't need okay.
Not even in the
literally trying to give you reaction speed, combat speed feature for Gildray.
Man,
I'm literally just trying to give you them.
Let FaZe, because FaZe sound like he been trying to get something out for a while.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on.
Let FaZe do his thing, bro.
Okay, so I get yeah, the speed thing, yeah, I get. But here's what I was gonna say with my second point. I was gonna say but remember back during the meets and all that with the captains and stuff when Gildray ran out and obviously Asta caught him, right? Gildray, because Asta was provoking him, saying, "Oh, why aren't you acting like this?" And then Gildray, he was ready to attack back, right? But notice how when Rill wanted to attack, Gildray was just standing there, right there. Why didn't he react and turn on his magic again? A springer restriction. A huge springer. He was just standing there. It was surrounding him. He didn't do nothing. He didn't turn his magic. He just stand there and got caught. He had enough time to react.
So what chapter is that so I can show the chat?
Yeah.
That he's wrong. What chapter is that? So I'm trying to show the chat what he talking about.
55.
Yeah.
Because like he only reacts to Rill. I let Jiv show the panels of it too in the general chat.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he did.
Like he gets hit by Asta.
Hold on, I'm just trying to show the chat. All right, so
like literally the only way you can up Gildray's speed is using the elves, but then you would still argue that Rill got stronger because he remembers how the mana felt with the elf. And he's an apostle too. And he's an apostle.
Yeah, Yami was right behind this man.
Hold on. Why everybody keeping elf amps?
Yami was right behind him. We're looking at it.
No one keeps the elf amp.
Yami was right behind Gildray, like 2 steps away from him when he activated his magic.
In these panels, where?
Dude, it's page 2. What are you?
Oh, page 2. Oh, fuck.
What don't you see?
So I don't got a chapter.
Or you can look on the screen. It don't matter. It's on the screen. But Yami was right behind him. Gildray activated his magic while Yami was behind him. All the captains are looking like they looked like they didn't know what the fuck was going on for a minute. And Gildray said, "What the hell? Magic Knight captain shouldn't run. That shouldn't be allowed. This might be able to hide his mana, but that's when you get all that. But with an anti-magic kid that can sense ki, I feel like we pretty much have he pretty much have this natural enemy. I did just lose. Did I just lose to this rat? But see what FaZe is talking about. Yami, I mean, right here, Asta had already hit Gildray with his sword and sealed his magic. So he was already out of his variation magic when Asta hit him.
Wait, did it really seal it? Because that's the
his magic.
I probably shouldn't have used seal, but Asta had already taken him out of his magic when Rill stepped in the picture.
But he was ready to use it again. He opened his grimoire. He was about to.
Yeah, but he still reacted to him. Is the thing.
No. It's FaZe. I'm talking about FaZe right now. FaZe. Yeah. Gildray was behind the captains. He runs out. Asta hits him with his sword, takes him out of his variation magic, and that's when Rill comes in the picture.
Hold on, let me look back at the chapter real quick.
Look on the screen, bro. Look on the screen. It's on the screen. I'm showing everything I'm saying is on screen right now.
I got to go on YouTube though. I got. check at the same. Hold up.
Asta hits Gildre. Gildre say, "What the hell?" Because he just got smacked out of his magic, and he's surprised. And then Yami started talking about how Asta no keys and all this shit, and then Rill steps in the picture.
Hold up. Okay, let me look at it. All right, so I'm looking at it. Yeah. So I see Asta. Okay. So Asta hits him, right? Yeah,
takes him out of his magic. That's
what
made him. That's what made him. That's what made him surprised to see, like, because Rill can see him and shit. That's what that get that at.
Okay.
That's why he was looking like that when Rill stepped in.
Okay. So that was the anime then. No, probably. The anime did that with extra scenes.
Well, see, that's why I got the anime. That's why I got the captains coming at him too. I thought because the anime did that too. The anime made it seem like the captains all jumped at him as soon as they heard he was the shit.
Okay.
So I say don't use the anime.
Yeah.
It was just something in my head because I didn't feel like going to find this chapter.
Fair enough.
Nah, but I'm still shocked on how y'all really lost.
Man, shut up.
But hold up.
Hold on.
Man, I'm trying to get to something else.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. I want to get to this. I want to get to this. I want to get to this Deku. I want to get to this Deku shit and Asta shit that was on Twitter.
Bro,
What?
that's
you talking about a fight?
Nah, fight. Oh, Will, let's talk about this Deku like speed.
Right,
Yes,
can
sir.
you get that
Yes,
light
sir.
speed?
Hey,
No,
Will, for some reason, hold on, Will, for some reason, I thought you was bullshit, but you really fuck with this shit.
Nah, I don't like it. I just like trolling niggas. I knew they was gonna be mad.
Okay, so sit back and explain this shit to us.
I mean, not us.
Right, I'll explain this real quick. All right, so the very first feat of this was in the tournament. I'll send the scans in send the scans right now in general. Nah, but like, all right. So this was the scan that got calced. This was the scan that got calced, and like, there's many instances where she dodges the laser.
How did you cause okay, go ahead. Let me stop talking.
All right.
OBS just crashed. I mean, not OBS. Thank God OBS didn't crash, but Discord just crashed. Let me get this back up. I should probably just do it on computer. Cause if it just keep crashing, then it's no point. Damn, I gotta sign in? I don't feel like doing it. I'm that lazy, people. Let's just see if this app opens back up. Bro, I don't feel like signing in. Oh. Yo. Oh shit. See, I gotta do it on the app.